Okay. So, oh, I'm just going to turn this really quickly to make sure that that there is a do not disturb on this phone. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and ground down through our seat. The crown of our head lifts up to the sky. We just allow ourselves to come into our breath. So breathing in through the nose. And then exhaling through the mouth. Go for 2 more breaths. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Coming into some normal breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Coming into a space of gratitude this morning. Giving gratitude to the universe, to this earth. The indigenous peoples of these lands, the Cheyenne, the Crow, the Salish, and the Blackfoot. Down here in Billings. Kootenai, the Pend Oreille, Kalispell, the Salish and the Blackfeet up in Missoula. Give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and the sustainers of this practice in a space of nonviolence and non-harm. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our own ancestors and our own lineage. Always recognizing trials, triumphs, tribulations, and transgressions. And assuming our space of responsibility to help prepare and restore, and to heal in order to prepare a world for 7 generations to come. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate the practice to today, it can always be you. You can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Come back into your room and into your space. Just glancing around at any detailing that maybe you haven't noticed before. And then turning in to look out past your right shoulder. Rotation can come from the neck and the upper part of the back. And then slowly turn and look out past your left shoulder. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Let's do some Vastrika breath. Kind of start us off today. It's been a minute since I've done that. So hands come next to the shoulders. If you've got shoulder problems and stuff going on, they can always come down to your sides like a rowboat. If not, arms reach up high to the sky on the inhale, and then your exhale, you pull down. So we'll do 15 reps. My count a little bit faster. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms and fingers around thumbs, and then fists come down to the base of the belly. Shoulders roll back and down, and crown of the head reaches up to the sky, and then you take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Come all the way up to the top of the breath and hold. See if you can take another sip in. And then one more sip. And then exhale. Hands release from the belly. They come down to the knees. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Come to the end of the breath and hold it out. Hands release from the knees. And as you're still holding your air out, they come up underneath the rib cage, creating some space in between your ribs and your lungs and your diaphragm. And then you inhale on your release. Exhale. Second round. If you want to do the rowboat style, you can, or you can stay up at the shoulders. Inhale, 16 rounds. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around thumbs, and fists down to the base of the belly. Shoulders roll down and back, crown of the head lifts. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Come all the way up to the top of the breath and hold. Nice deep big sip in. Even bigger sip. Hold. Exhale. Hands come down to the knees. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, blow all that air out. Hold it out. Hands release from the knees, and they come up back up underneath your rib cage. And then you inhale on your release. Exhale. Last and final, your choice on rowboat or more of your lat pull down. Inhale. And rest. Palms open, thumbs inside palms, fingers around the thumbs. Fists come down to the base of the belly. Shoulders roll down and back. Crown of the head lifts, and then nice deep inhale. Hold. Big sip in. An even bigger sip. Release. Hands come down to knees, big inhale. And then exhale, release all that air from the lungs. Hands release one last time. They come up underneath the rib cage. And then inhale on the release. Exhale. Go ahead and tilt your head over to the left-hand side as you pull down through your right shoulder. Keep your chin on nice and straight and try not to pull it down towards your shoulder, but keep it up. And slowly pull your head through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Crown of the head pulls way over. And slowly pull your head back up. Let your chin tuck all the way down towards your chest. And then go ahead and slowly lift your chin. Relax and release through the front part of the throat. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Arms come high to the sky. Exhale, hands pull down through your heart line and interlock your fingers. Press your thumbs out and away from you. Roll into yourself. So stretch through your palms, your wrists, through the upper part of your back, chin into chest. So big compression of the thyroid. And then pull yourself forward. Hands swoop back behind, interlock your fingers, and go ahead and pull down through your fists as you pop up through your chest. And then breathe all the way up into the base of the throat, the top of the chest, and the breastbone. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, same thing. Interlock your fingers the opposite way you did last time and press your palms out and away from you. Round into yourself. Pull up and in on your low belly. Stretch the upper part of your shoulders. And then slowly pull yourself back up, release your hands, let them come back behind you, interlock your fingers that opposite way that you did again, and then rock back onto your fist, pop up through the chest and breathe from the base of the belly into the throat. 2 more breaths, big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Go ahead and release your hands. Give them a nice little shake. Roll over your knees and your shins and bring yourself back into a child's pose. Your big toes come together to touch. I like to kind of shimmy back and forth side to side a little bit just so I can get a feeling for where the stack of my hips are on any given day. As you take your sit bones down towards your heels, knees can be super wide or they can be together. Hands are going to crawl out in front of you. And you're going to breathe into the upper part of the back, maybe hollowing out through your armpits a little bit, pressing down through the tops of the feet and shifting back and forth side to side. Letting your head hang right in between your biceps. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more, big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Walk your hands over to the right hand side. Your left hand can come on top of your right hand. You pull back through that hip and breathe into the side of the rib cage. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. So stretching through the ribs, maybe call the fingers out a little bit more. And then slowly pull yourself or walk yourself through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Your right hand on top of your left hand and you pull back through your hip. Breathing here. And then slowly walk yourself back to your center line. Call your fingertips out in front of you. Shifting back and forth side to side, and then slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. If this is a lot to sit on your knees, you can always prop yourself with a blanket underneath your seat. Bring your your knees together to touch. You can kind of readjust your seat and maybe bring your heels together a little bit more. So you're stretching out through the tops of the feet and the ankles. And then inhale, arms are going to come high to the sky. Hands come into prayer. Pull up and out of the rib cage and the waistline as you roll your shoulder blades down your back and press into the palms as you slowly bring yourself down and over the tops of the thighs, reaching through the fingertips and finding some length in the spine and the posture. Pinky fingers hit the mat, and then you let yourself just kind of melt, pressing into the edge like knife of the pinkies as you raise your shoulders up off the mat. Breathing into the right in between the shoulder blades. 2 more big breaths. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, engage your low belly, press into your palms and raise yourself all the way back up with a nice flat back, as flat as you can. And then release the palms and take them out to the side. Press and flex through the palms like you're pressing two walls away from you. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Two more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, palms can face down towards the earth, and then just small circles here. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and then take them bigger. See if you can find that big rotation through your shoulders. We'll go for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then go ahead and bring them back out to your sides and then reverse that direction. So big circles first, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then go ahead and take your hands back. So small circles again, going backwards again this time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thumbs into your palms, fingers around your thumbs, and then tilt your fists. So by looking down to the earth, like you've got 2 buckets of water. Big inhale. Exhale, lift through the crown of the head and pull through the arms a little bit more, strengthening through the forearms. And then slowly let your hands come down to your sides and then raise them back up. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, finding that extension for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Arms raised high. Reach the fingertips up to the sky, releasing the thumb from the palm, and then slowly take your hands back down. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees, coming into your cat-cow. Wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips, and then inhale. Chest moves forward as you press into your palms. Tops of your feet can be flat to the mat, or you can always tuck your toes. If you tend to default one way or the other, maybe switch it up a little bit. I like to find some movement in my hips as I always come into cat-cow, just so I can get a feel again for where the stack of the femur bone is in the hips. My hips tend to pop often, so inhale, come into your cow, low belly hangs, press into your palms, crown of the head moves towards the sky. Find that compression in the low part of the back and the spine, and then exhale. Press into the palms and pull in on the low belly as your head drops down towards the earth. Rounding into cat, and then inhale. Breathing into your chest. Exhale, press. 2 more, inhale. Chest moves forward. Exhale, press. One more time, inhale, chest comes forward. Exhale, press. Go ahead and tuck the toes, and from tabletop, shift your hips back and high, coming into your first down dog of the morning, pedaling out through the heels, checking in with the hands, the points of the elbows starting to look back at you as you take the shoulders away from the ears. Press into the palms and lift through the hips a little bit more and keep that mini micro bend in the knees, engaging your quads and releasing through the hamstrings. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, press. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. Exhale, press again. And then 1 more time, big inhale. And then exhale, squat right in between your 2 thumbs and tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Let yourself hang heavy here. Maybe shake your head yes, maybe shake your head no. Keep a bend in the knees and take the weight of the body into the balls of the feet. So your toes almost grip, and then pull down through your heels.
Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Hands come to the back part of the skull. Finding some extension here. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and the shins. Crown of the head sails forward. Tailbone sails back. Roll back and down through the shoulders. And try not to grip with the toes. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. Shifting back and forth side to side. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins. They rest underneath the knees. Exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. And then on the next inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high to the sky. Really find some extension here as you pull up out of the waistline. Inhale. So like you're standing on the ceiling, think about flexing your palms as you press up and roll down through your shoulders. So strong arms, big inhale. Exhale, hold. And big inhale. Exhale. Take your hands down to your sides again. Pull through the fingertips and then little small circles again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then take it back for 8 or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then big circles this time going back for 6, 5. Find the extension in your arm to really V out for 4, for 3, last 2, and last 1. And then take your arms forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Reach the palms up to the sky again. Flex through the hands like you're standing on the ceiling. So reverse handstand. Big inhale. And then exhale, release the hands, bring them back behind you, interlock the fingers, pull down through the fists. Big inhale here. Exhale, put a bend in the knees and then let the chest drop down and over the knees as the fists move away from the low part of the back. Head hangs heavy here. And then inhale, use the strength of the fist to pull yourself back up, press down through the feet, straighten through the legs, release the hands, give them a nice little shake. And then inhale, arms are gonna sweep high again. Exhale, hands come back behind you again and interlock your fingers the opposite way you did last time. Pull down through the fists, raise through the chest, put a big bend in the knees and pull up and in on the low belly as you drop yourself down and over the tops of the thighs and fists raise up to the sky. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, ground down through the feet, press into the feet as you lift through the chest, release the arms, give them a nice little shake. We'll come we'll step out and into some warrior stuff and into some balancing stuff today, Robin. So inhale, arms are gonna come high to the sky. You're gonna step out with your right foot and then turn your back heel. So back left foot to that 45 degree and put a bend in your front knee, coming into your warrior one. It doesn't have to, we're gonna keep with like really subtle movement today. So thinking about firing up through your back leg, the majority of the weight that you're bearing though is in your front leg in warrior one. So think about trying to pull and swing this hip forward and what you need to do with your pelvis in order for it to get there. Arms can come high to the sky. And then you're gonna press down into the soles of the feet as you lift through the hips and then move that right knee towards your right baby toe, grounding down to the back edge of your left foot, reaching through your fingertips here. Nice deep inhale. You can always play around and come on to the ball of your front foot, lifting through your heel on that front leg. And then reach forward as you flip your palm and take it back into a reverse warrior. Trying not to kink the hose in the low part of the back, right? It's more of that big circle that you're coming back from. So like you're going over the high bar. Big inhale. Edge down through that back foot. Your weight is distributed equally across both of your feet. And then slowly pull yourself back up. Straighten through your front leg. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones and then hinge at your hip. As your hand comes down to your shin, opposite hand comes up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, put a bend in your front knee and you can come to like hang out on your front knee, taking that left hand high to the sky. You can also pull it towards the front of the room. Breathing into your rib cage and not gripping with your toes. 2 more breaths, big inhale. Exhale, hold, 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back up into your warrior 2, readjust through your hips. Straighten through your front leg and pivot on the ball of that back left foot, little mini half hop. Inhale, pyramid pose, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, bring yourself down and over the top of that foot. Think about pulling back through that right hip and forward with your left. Maybe chin tucks into chest. You bring your forehead down towards your knee. Or you can always extend the crown of the head forward. Thinking about creating a nice flat spine and pulling back through your hip. Try not to collapse into that front hip, releasing through the outside of your IT band and your glute. 2 more breaths here, big inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. And then hands can either tent or ground next to or a little bit beyond that right foot. And then you're gonna pop your left leg high to the sky, standing split. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. See if you can find the lift, but keep the hips in a nice straight line. And then slowly you're gonna ground down through the top of your foot as you're gonna sweep this left knee up in front of you. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Turn your knee out to the side. Ground down through your foot. And if you want to, you can swing it into your tree, knee to the inside of the thigh, or it can always come down to the calf, or you can come into that kickstand posture too. Whatever feels best for you this morning. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Foot comes down to meet that opposite foot. And we'll do the same thing on that opposite side. So inhale, arms are gonna come high. You're gonna step with your left foot first this time. And just find the positioning that you want of your feet. So if you need to hop that back foot back a little bit first to come into your warrior 1, you can always stay on the ball of your back foot and stay in a high crescent lunge. Warrior 1 can kind of be problematic for a lot of folks in terms of a pulling that happens here. I was taught to stay on the ball of the back foot in order to keep the feet more, or the hips more in alignment, but one way or another, just kind of work through it. Inhale. Hold here. Bend in your front knee, it's stacked over your ankle, and then press into the soles of the feet as you bring yourself into your warrior 2. Your front knee moves towards your baby toe. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. Reach to the fingertips, flip the palm, and then take yourself back, reversing your warrior. Breathe into the front part of the chest and the rib cage. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, bring yourself all the way down onto the front part of your thigh. Opposite hand can come to the sky, or it can pull towards the front of the room. We forgot to do our triangle, so we'll do that next. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Roll open through the heart and the chest. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way back. Straighten through your front leg and hinge at your front hip. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones and staying out of that front hip as you reach. Hand comes down to shin. Opposite hand comes high to the sky.
Inhale here. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up and then pivot on the ball of that back foot. Pyramid pose, a little mini half hop, and just rearrange your feet. Back foot's at that 45-degree angle. Your hips are in a nice straight line, so they can be hip width distance apart, or you can line your heels up, however you need to get there within it. Arms come high to the sky. Hands are in prayer, and then you bring yourself down and over. Try not to hyperextend through that front knee, so keeping a little bit of a bend as you pull back through your left hip and forward with your right. Hands can come down in prayer, and head can hang in between your biceps. You can always tense your fingers, and you can always use a block, pulling the crown of the head forward. If you want more of that compression, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Bring your forehead down to meet your knee. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. And one more time, big inhale. And then hands can tense a little bit beyond the foot. You're going to raise your hips as you tip the weight of the body into that left leg and you lift through your right. Standing split. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Bend in that front knee and finding your balance as you try to raise yourself up. Bringing that right knee to hip height. Nice deep inhale. Let that knee swing open. And then either take that foot into the inside of your thigh or below your knee and on your calf, or kickstand, coming into your tree. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Then exhale, go ahead and slowly release your foot. Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Drop down to the knees, lower all the way down to the bust line. And then inhale, peel your chest up like a baby cobra. Elbows in close to your side body. Press down through the tops of the feet. Go back and down through your shoulders and take them away from the ears. Legs are engaged in the posture. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes. Take the sit bones back down towards the heels, coming back into a child's pose. Reaching through the fingertips. And then slowly walking your hands back towards your knees as you rock yourself over and onto your seat. Take your legs out in front of you. Okay. Nice and wide. So wide-legged forward fold. Move your seat back behind you and try to come onto the front part of your sit bones. And then slowly walk your fingertips out as you drop down through your chest, releasing on the inner part and the outer part of your thighs. Heels driving into the earth, mini micro bend in the knees, relaxing and releasing. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. Two more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Think about softening through your sit bones a little bit more. And one more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Release. And slowly walk your hands back towards you. Go ahead and put a little bit of a bend in your knees and swing left, sole of the left foot inside of your thigh. Press and squeeze, and then inhale, arms come high. Bring yourself down and over the top of that right leg.
Tuck your chin in towards your chest and maybe bring your forehead to the knee. You can always take your hand or your thumb into the outside of that hip and pull back as you pull yourself forward. And you can turn your body and lean into that leg as well as you flex through the toes. Relaxing and releasing. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Two more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself back out. Extend through that opposite leg, sole of the opposite foot inside of your thigh. Squeeze and press as arms come high to the sky. And then we bring ourselves down and over the top of that thigh. Flex your toes back towards your face. Relax and release. Hand to the outside of your foot as you turn yourself in towards that leg. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Two more big breaths. Big inhale. Breathing into the underside of your hamstring, up by your glute, relaxing and releasing, and maybe still squeezing the sole of that foot to the inside of the thigh. Thigh receives it and squeezes back. And then slowly release. Walk your hands up your shins, release the foot. Bring your sit bones forward. As you bring yourself all the way down to your back, give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and flex through your feet and take the soles of your feet all the way up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Maybe use your elbows to pop your chest up and roll your shoulder blades underneath your back just a little bit more. And then go ahead and slowly release any final movement. If you want to give yourself a nice big hug here, tucking chin up to chest, arms around the front part of your shins. And then exhale, release the feet. Take them all the way down to the end of the mat. Toes flap out to the side. Palms come down to the side. And allowing yourself to come in to your Shavasana. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Staying with your breath here. Just prepare for the remainder of your week. Maybe allowing and inviting a mantra to kind of come into the forethought of your mind or something that speaks to your heart. Not necessarily forcing it. It can be a phrase, it can be a word, but just allowing yourself to listen to your own spirit. Card to take with us. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, and past life influences. This is the priestess of the depths, and she welcomes you to a side of life that most people never explore. There's a sacred triangle above her head that represents the trinity of time, past, present, and future. This is surrounded by the circle of eternity, reminding you of the unending nature of life.
cyclical, continuous, and connected. The ocean is layered with currents of all different speeds and directions. These layers of moving vibrations are like the emotions of your life. It's time to understand your patterns of motivation and reaction and recognize how you're affected by things going on beneath the surface. Profound feelings you might not be facing are often still strong enough to direct your destiny, whether you want them to or not. Longing, attachment, and fear could send you in entirely different directions than you desire. And such influences may stem from your past lives, but whatever the origin, you need not be stuck with them forever. So look honestly at your patterns of your life to identify the undercurrents of emotions that are misdirecting you. And affirm that you can release toxic emotions and let go of longing and need. Call open your own eternal spirit to help you navigate these depths of feeling and influence. The power of your soul transcends all limits of time, space, and energetic currents. When you feel the depth of peace it brings, you'll be able to take conscious advantage of each moment and achieve joy in all the currents of your present experience. The present is a drop of life that cannot be separated from the vast ocean that is your eternal truth. So choose to infuse it with power and peace. Affirmation: I release longing and fear. I peacefully direct the current of my life in every present moment. From the Priestess of Light Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, Robin, you can roll to your right or left hand side, coming into a fetal position. And then slowly press yourself up and into a simple seat. Hands can come to your heart or they can rest down on your knees. You can also take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, the collective we in all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul. And to that, I say go in peace and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much.
Go in peace, Erin, and serve love always.
Thank you. We press stop on our recording.